Guess who's back on the Rideshare Hub with lots of info in this song here. Yeah. Fun fact, I once had a girlfriend, she's now an ex-girlfriend, who told me I should never sing or dance. That's why she's an ex, because I love to sing and dance. When in doubt, sing it out, that's what I always say. And when in doubt, come back and chill with us on the Rideshare Hub channel because, yes, I don't know why. Just sounded like the thing to say. I'm Jacob Letman here with me on the Rideshare Hub. Got a great video with lots of information coming at you today. Happy to have you all here. Hey, if you like this video, if you take one thing away from it, I dare you to give it a big thumbs up. Alright, I don't dare you, but I would really appreciate it. Hey, a little thumbs up. Bye, okay. Hey, subscribe to our channel so that you can get all the information on our videos. And if you haven't started driving, no problemo. No problemo, man. Just jump down into the description below. You will find links that you can click on for both Uber and Lyft. You're going to fill those out, and you're going to get signed up. You're going to start driving, you're going to make extra money because you're going to earn a sign-on bonus. And also, if you've already signed up and you didn't get a sign-on bonus, you can get a retroactive, I don't know if that's the right word, I think so, retroactive sign-on bonus. So there's also a link for that down below. Now, today, what we're talking about are 20... You get to listen to me for 20 things, 20 mistakes Lyft drivers make. Are you ready? I'm not sure I am, but we're going to give it a shot. Here we go. Diving right in. Numero uno. Number one. They don't ask for their passenger's name at pickup. Why is this number one? Because I made this mistake when I first started driving for Lyft. And it was very embarrassing and very hard to figure out. I didn't ask for the name. I picked someone up like 1:30 in the morning, so a lot of drunk people dealing with that already. Person gets in my vehicle, looked like a Brian, didn't turn out to be a Brian. I was driving. I got a call from the real Brian saying, hey, it says that you picked me up, but I'm not in your vehicle. So what's the deal? Now, I was having this conversation over my speakerphone. Well, the passenger that I picked up, who's not Brian, is sitting in my back seat. Very awkward. I honestly don't even remember how I rectified it, but I had just started driving, maybe 2 weeks in, and my brain was like, embarrassing, and it sucked. So don't make that mistake. Just say, hey, what's your name? Or what driver are you looking for? Either or, so you can make sure that you're getting linked up with the right passenger. Number two, renting a vehicle and only driving part-time is a mistake commonly made. I need to come out with a video with all the information on what goes into renting a vehicle. I had to do it once because my car got smashed. I was sitting at a stop sign and the lady turned into my car and smashed the whole front end. It sucked. My car was out of commission for like 2 months. So I rented a vehicle. And there was a lot more that went into it than I thought. But what I do remember is there was a big deposit. I want to say like $250 or more. I think a $250 deposit. It cost a lot of money each week. And then there was kind of like a tiered bonus if you gave so many rides. You had to give quite a few rides to bring the cost of it down. I remember it still costs quite a bit, so that's eating into what you're earning. And if you're only driving part-time, it's more expensive than a regular rental car, by far. So if you're going to be doing that, make sure that you're driving enough to make it advantageous. Again, I'm going to come out with another video that goes over all those details. But, yeah. Number three, driving a new vehicle. No, don't do it. Unless you're friggin' loaded and you're just driving rideshare because you're bored out of your mind. don't do it. Your vehicle is going to depreciate like crazy. We got another video about depreciation in your vehicles. Check those out. Yeah, you're gonna lose a lot of money in your vehicle depreciation, and what will probably happen is your car is going to become worth a lot less than what you might owe on it, unless you paid cash for it. At any rate, your vehicle is going to lose a lot of money because you're going to be putting a lot of miles and wear and tear on your vehicle. So definitely don't do that. Number 4, new drivers, they don't use a sign-up bonus or the retroactive bonus that I was talking about. So again, if you're new to driving or if you didn't get a sign-up bonus, jump down into the description below so that you can get that sign-up bonus. That's a huge part of driving for rideshare. One of the big benefits that I tell all new drivers to do, even if they don't want to drive for a long time, the sign-up bonuses alone are very advantageous. You make a lot of money off of those. So if you follow through on those, you can make really good money on those sign-up bonuses. So make sure you do that. Number 5, they don't have rideshare insurance. Now, this is a big one. If you get in an accident and you're in a Lyft ride, you're gonna have to report that, because insurance company needs to know everybody in the vehicle so they can take their account of what happened in the accident, and it will come out that you are a rideshare driver. And the odds are, if you don't have rideshare insurance, depending on what part of the drive, there's a lot of intricacies to the insurance aspect of this, but depending on what part of the ride you're in, picking someone up, you're in the middle of the ride, determines what insurance is going to cover that, either from Lyft themselves, your personal insurance, but you need the rideshare insurance to make sure that you're covered on all your bases and that you are upfront with your insurance agent or your insurance agent or agency, so that it doesn't come out that you're a rideshare driver and they drop you. Number 6, commonly made mistake, Lyft drivers, they don't drive for both Uber and Lyft. And actually, I am guilty of that. I only drive for Lyft. It's a long story. I'll make it short. I had a really hard time getting Uber to accept my previous driver's license when I initially started driving for rideshare, because I had recently gotten a California driver's license. I had moved from out of state. They needed proof of my driving history, which was fine, right? You submit the picture of your old driver's license, bada bing, bada boom. No, it took me forever, and there wasn't a number to call with Uber, and so it was all email correspondence. They used a third-party background check. Never pushed my information through. I gave up after 3 months of trying. So, long story short, now I just drive for Lyft. But this is beside the point. You should drive for both Uber and Lyft. That way you're maximizing the amount of money that you can make while you're driving. Good. Number 7, picking up minors. Hey, you get deactivated for that. It's a commonly made mistake. I feel like a lot of people do that. I've probably had nearly 25 ride requests that have been for minors, parent. First of all, I think it's really weird. Me personally, I would never put my kids in a car with a stranger. Although it's relatively safe because everything is tracked, still, no. Yeah, I know stories about drivers picking up like little kids and stuff. Anyway, that's a commonly made mistake. Number 8, commonly made mistake by Lyft drivers, picking up babies and toddlers without car seats. I am passionately against this. Accidents can happen anywhere at any time. You can be a great driver and it wouldn't be your fault. You can get rear-ended, like me. I was sitting at a stop sign and the lady turned into me. And boy, you are in serious crap if you have a toddler or a baby in your vehicle that does not have the proper car seat. It is highly unsafe and you will be held responsible. Number 9 commonly made mistake is that drivers drive around looking for rides, wasting their gas, time, money, energy, life. Maybe drive to the nearest, most populated area, shopping center, something like that. But don't be chasing rides. It's better to sit and wait, have a book with you, read, and then get that ride request. Number 10, this is a big one. This is a safety one for sure. A commonly made mistake is drivers not getting enough sleep. I've been there, not with rideshare driving really, but I've just been there in general. And fun fact, you remember that show, Mythbusters? Good show. I liked that show back in the day. That just shows my age. Anyway, they did an experiment on there, busting myths, and they found that it is more dangerous to drive tired than it is to drive drunk, right? Not that you should ever do either, but it just goes to show how serious tired driving actually is. So make sure you're getting enough rest. Number 11, quitting. A mistake commonly made is new drivers will quit their full-time jobs or other jobs to start driving full-time for Lyft. That's what I did. Man, I made a lot of these mistakes. The issue with that is that there's an ebb and flow to making money with driving, and there's a learning curve, which is why we have this channel, to help you be more efficient and make money as quickly as possible driving. But you're not going to just turn on your app and make a ton of money all the time. There is a little bit of a science behind it, and sometimes you make good money and sometimes you won't. And so if you have certain expenses that you need to make and your expenses are high, look at all the details. Watch a lot of our videos and get more information before you just quit your job and expect to drive full time. Number 12. Yeah, this one can come up. Speeding or breaking traffic laws, you'll get deactivated right away. If you are in a ride, get pulled over, get a ticket, and Lyft finds out about it, you will get deactivated. And so when this can really come up is if you have passengers that are in a rush and they're like, hey, can you get me to the airport on time? I need to make my flight. It's not worth it. Also, I've done that a few times, and it seems like I do that, I busted my butt, and then I didn't even get a good tip. So I was like, I'm gonna drive 8 miles an hour. You'll get there when you get there, and you'll like it. All right, sorry. Continuing on, number 13. You playing your music too loud, bruh. Jamming out, and the old lady in the back doesn't like your tunes. Yeah, not everybody likes loud music, so, I keep it kind of like a medium range. I keep it at a volume where I can easily converse with the people in back, and easily hear them, and vice versa. That's just my rule of thumb. So you can figure that out on your own, but playing music too loud. Number 14. Don't do this. Don't leave a bunch of stuff in the trunk. Yeah, I have I have a small cooler that I keep back there with some food and snacks and drinks and stuff. And then also a small box with like some car cleaning things. And what else is in there? Mostly car cleaning stuff. So just a couple of small boxes. Don't take up a ton of space. And if I absolutely have to use my entire trunk because someone's got a ton of luggage going to the airport, then I can easily take those out and put them like in my front seat or underneath my feet while I drive. All right. Number 15. You don't ask your passenger about the AC. I feel like ladies especially, they get cold really easily. But this kind of goes for everyone, and it's a really good intro topic when someone gets in. I use this one to gauge if they want to talk or not. I'll be like, hey, just let me know if you need the AC adjusted at all, and they'll give some kind of answer, you know. Oh yeah, can you turn it up a little bit? Or yeah, could you turn it down? Or it's just fine. You're perfect in every way, Mr. Driver. Jacob, I like your style. Okay. Number 16 commonly made mistake is not taking into account all expenses of driving. So this is important for a couple reasons. One, before you start driving full-time, to know all the expenses. And all the expenses are, we've got other videos, but gas, car maintenance, insurance, what other things? Car depreciation, food expenses. Can't think of everything, but for a couple reasons, it's important to take all expenses into account. For one, you know what you're getting into with driving. And then two, you need to keep track of those expenses so you can write them off on your taxes. So keep track of those expenses. Number 17, not greeting your passengers. So I've had this happen as a passenger, gotten in, and usually I'm the friendly one. Hey, how's it going? But I've had some drivers. Actually, just last night, I took a ride. It was like 12 at night, got in, and the guy didn't say boo. I was like, are you so-and-so? Yeah. And that was it. That was the end of the conversation. Good talk, bro. Yeah, so always greet your passengers. Be friendly. It's a good way to start off the ride. Even if they're not in a great mood, that's okay. You still can be friendly and cordial and good customer service. Number 18, commonly made mistake, is if there is a destination change that needs to be made, make sure that you ask your passenger to do that instead of you doing it. For one, it's not safe to be on your phone trying to change the destination while you're driving. And you can talk them through it. You know, hopefully you know how to do it from the passenger end, but have them make the destination change. Number 19 is not keeping up on oil changes. So, as we know, car maintenance, really important, right? Your vehicle is your tool that you use for your job. Without that, you can't do your job. Oil is literally the blood of your vehicle, and not changing it out is like dehydrating your body, essentially. It's like if you stop drinking water, you need to, it gets really sludgy in the oil, and it will have wear and tear on your engine and wear down on the longevity of your engine. So make sure you keep up on those routine oil changes. Highly important. Hey, you guys, you stuck with me. Most of you anyway. All right, we made it to the end of this video. Number 20, and that is most commonly made mistakes by Lyft drivers: not watching the Rideshare Hub videos. For real, not just the Rideshare Hub videos, but any videos pertaining to rideshare driving, information about rideshare in general, or reading blogs and getting information. Hey, this is your job. For some of you, it's your career. You need to make sure that you're as informed as possible about what you're doing, and you have all the information you need so that you don't come into a situation where you feel like you're in over your head, right? We're here to empower you so that you can be the best possible driver that you can be. All right, you guys, we did it. We rattled them off, 20 in a row. Thanks for sticking with me. Again, I'm Jacob Letman. If you did like this video, I would appreciate a big thumbs up. And if there's anything that I forgot, feel free to jump down into the comment section below and lay it out there so we can get that information from you. Feel free to share this video, subscribe to our channel. That's all I got for you guys, so we'll see you next time on the Rideshare Hub. Take care.